Eddie Russell, as a member of the Kentucky Bourbon Hall of Fame, why is bourbon booming right now? Because it's hitting record levels for sales.
The biggest thing is the young bartenders, mixologists going back making the old fashions, the Manhattans and drinks like that. They've turned our industry into an older gentleman drink to a young consumer. So that 25 to 35, 40-year-old male and female is now drinking bourbons. They start out mixed drinks, and then they want to know what's in that drink, and then the bourbons come through that way. So they're really the ones growing our industry.
And America is exporting more bourbon now. So how does our bourbon or your bourbon, Wild Turkey, compare with the Irish and Scotch whiskeys?
Well, Scotch is a little different. Bourbon's going to be a little sweeter. Irish whiskeys are a little softer, a little easier to drink. I think what's happening for us, when I started 35 years ago, it was about 6% of our business, and Japan was a lot of that. Now it's about 35 to 40% of our business and growing. I think what you see around the world, what I've been seeing in Poland and the UK, everywhere I've been going, they want to do what's happening here in America, and it's that bartenders making those mixed drinks.
And we've been seeing more flavors of bourbon lately. So can you talk about what Wild Turkey is doing in response to that?
So for us, my father came out with Wild Turkey honey liqueur in 1976. So that was by far the first honey flavored bourbon ever. And then as it grew, and it didn't start growing till the late 2000s, we have American honey, which was the Wild Turkey honey liqueur. But for us, what we think is our bourbon is a premium bourbon, and that sort of takes away from it. So I'm probably not going to do any more flavors. I'll let the other guys do that. It's sort of, you reach and try to find what flavors like vodkas, you just have to keep changing. So I don't really want to get into that. I want to do more premium, more historical type bourbons.
But when it comes to changing with the times, you are changing your marketing. How are you doing things, for example, in social media and getting the word out?
That is definitely the big change. Everything is Twitter, Facebook, different things like that, and you have to do that to be able to reach out to see that young millennial that's growing our industry. So that is definitely a big change.
And Wild Turkey, you're owned by Gruppo Campari, an Italian company. So how does Wild Turkey go with Campari? Is there a Campari in Turkey?
Yeah, there's definitely is. Campari was something that, most Americans my age didn't think about because it's a little bitter taste. But there is a great drink called a Boulevardier that's Campari and Wild Turkey. It's sort of a play on a Negroni. It's been around for a while. It's a great drink.
And how are they to work with as a corporate parent? Do they generally leave you alone? Because when you make Wild Turkey, you make it, but it takes a while for those barrels to eventually get into bottles and come to market. Yeah,
they've been really great. They've spent over $100 million at our facility, basically new distillery, new bottling facility, new visitor center. Yeah, we were the first product they ever owned that you didn't make today and bottle tomorrow and sell the next day. So for them to understand we make it today and age it's 6 to 13 years. So they've been really good. They put a lot of money. They've done a lot of great marketing, which hadn't been done for a while. So they've been a really good company for us.
All right, and then finally, what's the best way to drink Wild Turkey? Do you put it on ice? Do you add a little bit of water? How do you do it?
Me, I add a couple ice cubes. That's how I like my bourbon. I don't like to add water. Of course, a good mixed drink's fine, but 90% of what I drink is just a couple ice cubes.
All right, well, thanks a lot for coming on and talking about it.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And thank you for watching The Street.